Damn, that feels good. Shout out to Nako for fueling today's voiceover. I did 2 weeks without any caffeine, so this is the second day today, and the second Nako. And let me just say, yesterday's Nako definitely did its job getting me ready for my workout, which wasn't the one you're about to see. This one was recorded last week. It's a pull day, the second pull day of my rotation. I'm going to take you through everything, warm up, the workout, and tell you all the little techniques and things that I'm trying to focus on during it, and that I think you guys could benefit from too. So if you decide to try it, tag me in your stories, let me know, give me feedback on Instagram, on here. And first off, I want to thank you guys so much for the support. I'm really looking forward to hammering out more videos here on YouTube on a really consistent basis, giving you guys some value. And I actually listened to you guys' feedback on the last voiceover where the audio was, well, it was shit, yeah. So I invested into a tripod, so hopefully it's gonna be better. Let me know in the comments if it is. Also, please like, share the video, leave a comment. I'm really grateful for any feedback, and of course hit that subscribe button. There are many videos to come. Yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me a little bit better than last time. Not harder than last time, but better than last time. That was a Coach Greg pun, if you watch him. Yeah, this is the second pull day that I do. My current workout schedule looks like that. I do push, pull, rest, shoulders and arms, lower, and then rest, and then repeat it again, but I have 2 cycles, so I do push 1, then push 2, pull 1, pull 2, etc. What you see here is me just warming up. I always start with a core movement just to mobilize my spine, to really prime it for all the exercises that are to follow, and just to activate my core before we get into the main part of the workout. I did 2 sets each side here, between 8 to 12 reps with about 2 minutes rest in between. Going to failure, of course. Went on to the second warm-up exercise, which is a unilateral pullover on the cable pull. Really trying to focus on the mind-muscle connection here. Slow and controlled movements. Really squeezing the lats at the bottom of the movement. You can see a slight lateral flexion at the bottom, which means that I'm just leaning to the side a little bit, so I can really get that contraction. This is a potentiation set, so basically a warm up to really feel the muscle before we get to the more heavier and more taxing exercises. I did 3 sets each side, between 6 to 10 reps with a pretty light weight, but I still went to failure on these. Also should remind myself to try another angle next time I do these, because my legs look way too skinny in this one. So either pump them up or get another angle to record on. Next up is the main part of the workout. The first exercise was a hamstring row with a supinated grip, holding the contraction in the back nicely, and then doing a pretty slow negative of about 3 to 4 seconds, really focusing on the squeeze. Pretty much all my back exercises look like this. You can see me do a slight, again, a slight lateral flexion, leaning to the side a little bit. You can't really see it from this angle, but you can also see me twist my torso a little bit, which will also allow for a greater contraction, especially on this movement. Did 2 sets each side on this one. The first one was a bit heavier at around 6 to 8 reps, and then the second one was a bit lighter with about 8 to 12 reps, and I did about 3 minutes of rest in between. This is an exercise that I did for the second time in my whole life, which is called Dorian deadlifts, or some people may know them as hang lifts, because it's basically a deadlift without the dead stop at the bottom. So you just don't put the weight down all the way to keep tension on your back and on your glutes, on your hamstrings. Really taxing exercise, but I do like it because you can't use that as much weight as you would usually do on a deadlift, and I like the way you have to slow down the whole movement, so you can really secure the position of your spine when going down, and work in a safe way. Really keeping the tension on the back. I feel these a lot in my back, in my glutes, in my hammies. So an exercise I really like, really focusing on dragging the bar across the body, up and down. And I did 2 sets of these between 6 to 10 reps with about 3 minutes of rest in between. Next up is one of my favorite exercises, which is a standing hamstring row. I do these standing because, as you can see, the way the machine works, when I pull all the way back when I'm standing, the weight shifts a little bit and it gets lighter, which has a big advantage because our lats are the weakest when they're shortest. So all the way at the back, when you pull your elbows all the way to the back, they're the weakest. So it makes sense to take off some load there to really get everything out of the movement. If we sat down normally, we would have a huge amount of tension, and we would be limited, or the weight we use would be limited by the weakest point of the movement. Did 2 sets of these of 8 to 12. First set around 8 repetitions, second set around 12, and about 3 to 4 minutes rest in between. You can see me do the lateral flexion at the bottom again, really squeezing, and then the slow negative. Last back exercise were some kick rolls, as you can see here, listening to my favorite hardcore set. If you like hardcore, listen to the 2019 Thunderdome set of Nosferatu versus Never Surrender. That set gets me through every workout, firing. It's insane. If you don't like hardcore, I'm sorry for what I just did to your ears if you played it on SoundCloud. Okay, so last exercise is a D-handle pull-up. The D-handle's here to really let your wrists move freely, and yeah, which will just adapt to your individual biomechanics and let your body do the pull-up in the most natural way for your body. I also did some calf work, 2 sets after this, which I didn't record because my calves are tiny. So yeah, I did 2 sets on these two, on these pull-ups. Again, 6 to 10 reps. So yeah, this was basically already the whole short and juicy workout. Definitely gets my back firing every time. You've made it this far. Thank you so much for your support. It really means the world to me. There are many more videos to come, so you better hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Leave a comment, leave a feedback if you like. I appreciate everything. And in the description you can find some links for Vanquish clothing, my supplements that I use by HD Muscle, and also my online coaching services. If you're interested, I still have spots open. And yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.